I think it's tanky as fuck, dude. Oh, we're doing a fucking red map. Okay, whatever, fuck. Level 74, doing a red tier conqueror. Let's see how shit goes down. Man is built fucking chunking shit.
Welcome. Time has no meaning here. Your pain will be endless.
Holy fuck that damage, dude. Holy fuck that damage. Level 76 chunking the shit out of that boss. Man, it's hard keeping a track of all your buffs though. Yeah, totem.
I shall free you.
Fuck her up. Wow, man. Oh shit, we got an astral plate. I know, right? This build's pretty good, man. I'm not gonna lie. I'm actually like proud of what I made.
I wanna feel alive, feel the blood inside my veins. I wanna slow the time, will you slow it down with me? I think I need to find what it means to be okay. It's broken by design, can't live life without some pain, yeah. And I know I'll keep running, no, I'll be something you won't see me coming. I grow, I keep punching, I grow, I keep hunting. No, I need nothing, supposed to be something so close to me. Jumping in the worst kind of way. You took all of my time and didn't give it back to me. Wasn't enough, and I don't know what to say. You wanna fall in love, but don't wanna feel the pain. And I'm so low, cause I don't know if I'm alone, if I'm unknown. But I won't go, no I won't go. You ain't never gonna slow me down, cause I feel alive now. Think I'm gonna go insane. Always on the grind, but still everything's the same. I'm sick of wasting time, wish I didn't feel this way. But with this kind of mind, I will figure out my lane, yeah. It's the highs and the lows, the change and the woes. All the fame on the coast and the pain no one knows. I want the time just to slow, my mind's feeling low. Say I'm fine, but I know that I might be alone. You felt me up in the worst kind of way. You took all of my time and didn't give it back to me. Wasn't enough, and I don't know what to say. You wanna fall in love, but don't wanna feel the pain. And I'm so low, cause I don't know if I'm alone, if I'm unknown. But I won't go, no I won't go. Everlasting fire.
You will long for
Non-existence.
Oh,
felt something.
fuck that last phase, dude. Fuck that last phase. Yo, what's up, guys? It's Coco here again. Hope you enjoyed the montage once more. I love making those, so if you guys enjoy them, please let me know. But other than that, we're talking about Armageddon brand this time. And it was actually a build that I made in the starter guide. I think like, I don't even know how many weeks ago at the start of the league. And I added a lot of things to it, you know. Do my little professional little touch, min-maxed. It's still budget, but like it does a lot of damage. And to be honest, it exceeded all my expectations 100%. Like I was really shocked at the amount of damage that it did. As you saw, like I was level 74 and I freaking deleted that boss. I was like, whoa, what's up? And then after adding all of the things, I got like 7,000 effective HP on top of having all that damage. So I can almost recommend this skill for hardcore. Really, like the only thing you have to do is just get a little bit of chaos res. But what I'm going to try to talk to you is literally like the majority of what I want, like, you know, what I like about the build. Essentially, I love blowing shit up because honestly, it's like you're dropping houses, dude. It's literally like you're dropping the bombs. It's freaking awesome because you brand recall and then you drop like, well, you have 6 brands, so 6 brands just pop on a freaking on like a pack. And then since you have, let's hope you have a Herald effect or something like that, massive explosion. And with Herald of Ash, you actually just delete things. It's really, really nice. But essentially, what we're running is Eldritch Battery with Mind Over Matter. Now, this is a really cool setup because Eldritch Battery makes your mana, well, makes your Energy Shield your mana. And that's really cool because Energy Shield is much easier to get than a lot of mana. Literally that easy. I'll show you a little trick. Well, I'm not going to show you. I'm going to tell you a little trick once I get there. But, so what happens is you take Eldritch Battery. Now that your ES is your mana, if you also take Mind Over Matter, that ES that's also your mana is now also part of your life. Which is awesome. Meaning you can have like, let's say, on a normal build 4,500 life, if you get just a little bit of ES, let's say that you get around 2k ES, which is actually really easy to get, you have effectively like what, around 6,500? If you get a bit more, excuse me, a little bit more life, then you have around 7,000 effective life. Now, the main way to actually get a lot of Energy Shield is, since we actually kind of a bit of a hybrid, if you get the mod that's like 10% of your maximum life as Energy Shield on your chest piece, it's like a 4C craft that you can get, tier 1 roll. That alone gives you 1,000 Energy Shield. So just from leveling up, you should have at least 800, 300 ES on your shield, on your chest piece. Will take you to 1,100, and then with that craft, you easily hit 2k. It's that easy. Literally, like I was using a Carcass Jack for the AOE and the damage, and I had to take it off because I was dying very frequently. I only had like 5,000 effective life pool or something like that, and it wasn't working. Number one reason for that is because the way that Mind Over Matter works is, you want to have enough mana that you actually die before you run out of mana. Because if you run out of mana first, because Mind Over Matter, you take damage, you lose mana. If you run out of mana first, you're kind of just a walking duck, just going around in circles, and you're not going to be doing anything. So that's not good. So the rule is you want to at least have 40% of your, or 43% to be exact, of your life pool as mana. So for us, if we have like around 4,500 to 5,000 HP, you want at least 1,800 to 2,100 Energy Shield. You sit around that range, and you're fucking good to go, man. That's perfect. So it's freaking awesome. So that's pretty much it. And all I did after dropping the Carcass Jack was I got a Evolve Regalia 6-linked, and I was an idiot. I bought like a Hunter influenced one. It was super expensive, and I didn't even end up rolling spell crit on it because I just couldn't. I suck at crafting. I'm sorry, I had bad luck. So in reality, it's super budget because you can just buy the divination card, the Ethereal. It's super cheap. You get like a 6-link, I level 80, get life, whatever res you need on it, and then just craft the maximum life, and there you go. That's exactly what I'm using. And it's like a 6-link that you get for less than 60 chaos, I think. It's that cheap, dude. So I was really happy about that. It keeps it budget, and you do a lot more damage. Now, my gear, I wouldn't say is super budget, simply because I sniped a lot of shit on the market. My wand is super expensive, but I copped it for like an exalt, and it's worth like 3 or 4 exalts. It's amazing for the build, but it's definitely not required, because I actually am trying, as you guys might have not noticed, but if you watch my stream, you do. I'm trying both Armageddon brand and Storm brand, and that's really cool because it's kind of a swap. If you look at the tree, everything is kind of, how would you say, there's not really anything fire specific other than Snowforge and Firewalker. Firewalker, you just move to Lightning Walker, and that's it, you're done. And then take out Snowforge and you get Crackling Speed or something like that. It's like this 3-wheel next to the hybrid life nodes near, I guess you can say, Shadow. And above that, it gives you cast speed, crit multi, and lightning damage, perfect for Storm brand. So I will give you guys a Armageddon brand and a Storm brand version. However, the Storm brand is not going to happen until 2 weeks from now, because next week is the build guide for Armageddon brand. But yeah, Armageddon brand has been absolutely amazing. It has killed everything in the game for me, and I can almost have confidence to say that it can farm Awakener. However, it's not better to farm Awakener than Summoner builds, because Summoner builds you can just fucking YOLO it, and you don't have to worry about like making mistakes, because they can just tank everything. This one, you can make mistakes, but very minor ones. If you do make a major mistake, you will die, unfortunately, but you will freaking blow through all the content. Like, the damage is absolutely absurd. If you look at the POB, it says like around 1.8 to 2 million DPS, but according to my friend of mine, he said that like it looks more, well, you had to double that because 2 brands can attach to an enemy, so 4 million. It looks more like 8 million, which I think he's almost right, because the way we melt bosses is almost insane. So that's really good. Now on top of this guy's name is Savitar, by the way. He joins my stream often. He helps me out with some cool ideas, and he actually recommended me to go how do you say, everybody's favorite, Inquisitor. And I'm against that for I say two main reasons. But I think Inquisitor is actually overrated. You can quote me on it. I've never played him. I have never found a reason to fucking play him. I will find one eventually. I think he's better for like if you do multiple elements like Wall Strike, Elemental Focus, Elemental Hit. But even then, those builds you kind of want to focus on one element only. So I'd only say like maybe the bow. I forgot what the damn I forgot what the damn bow. The bow gives you extra elemental from a whole bunch of different elements. It's random, and Void Forge, those two mods. Since they give you random elements, then I would say he's really good because it's hard to get penetration for that single element. But the reason why I don't think it's worth it is because his mod that makes you ignore enemies' resistances makes their resistances 0. So you act like they have no resistances. But let's say you can actually penetrate more than that. Let's say the Shaper has 60 whatever Ellie res, let's say he has 60 fire. What if I can penetrate more than 60 fire and actually go into the negatives? Then technically I'm doing more damage. And if I pick an Inquisitor, will make that negative back to 0. Because it ignores everything. So even if you penetrate him, it doesn't exist. He's always going to be at 0. And I think that's stupid to freaking use Armageddon brand for Inquisitor because there's so much fucking penetration for fire. There's Combustion for 19 res. There's Wise Oak for another 15 res. There's Wave of Conviction for -25. Scorching Ray for another -25. What else is there? Flammability with Curse Effectiveness. I don't know what the fuck the number is. It's like 10%. What else is there? I don't even know. That's pretty much it. I already said Flammability. I said Wise Oak. Oh, the penetration on the tree. So like you're hitting easily over like 70% fire pen. At that point, you have so much penetration. Why the hell would you even want to like make the enemy resistance to 0? And that's why I'm against it. Another reason why I'm against it is because we are Eldritch Battery. And because of that, when we're using Energy Shield as mana, we do not get the effects of Arcane Surge because Arcane Surge specifically states you have to spend mana. It has to be mana at its essence. Just because Energy Shield is considered mana, it does not make it mana. So if you spend Energy Shield, it will not activate Arcane Surge. That's why I picked Hierophant, because not only does he have the brand stuff, like the 30% increased cooldown recovery for brand recall, so you can, call them onto you much quicker. He also gives you Arcane Surge on hit, which bypasses that. Awesome. So we get Arcane Surge for free, and it makes you immune to elemental elements while you have Arcane Surge, which is up 100% of the time because you're always hitting monsters. Well, if you go, Inquisitor, you have to go to the Consecrated Path or the Consecrated Ground side of the tree, which I don't really like that much, just to get the the immune to elemental elements. I don't think it's worth it. So that's kind of my gist of it. I don't think he's worth it. The only way to get Arcane Surge as an Inquisitor, you would have to buy a super expensive Watcher's Eye with Zeltry that gives you, a chance to get Arcane Surge. Fuck that. No, man. No. So that's why I decided against Inquisitor and went Hierophant. Another cool thing I forgot to mention about Eldritch Battery is because they removed Mana Leech for spells, the only really way to get Mana Leech now, since we're Eldritch Battery, which means we have ES as mana, is that we have Energy Shield Leech in our gem, and it gives us more damage, which is fucking awesome. It's an actual good gem to use in the 6-link setup. So not only does it freaking give us mana because Eldritch Battery, it technically gives us life because we have Mind Over Matter. So that one gems in the 6-link gives us Mana Leech and Life Leech. That's awesome. It's so much survivability, On top of that, Hierophant actually gives you Spell Leech, like Life Leech, which goes directly to your life. We are hybrid. So we technically have ES Leech and Life Leech at the same time, which is really good. So that's why, like, even when I'm fighting Awakener, Degens, they don't really hurt that much because you have a lot of Energy Shield Leech. Another cool thing about Eldritch Battery, I'm sorry, I love Eldritch Battery, is we can reserve all our mana. So the main way we use it, we could use an item called Devouring Datum, and it's an awesome freaking item. It costs like 10 to 20 C right now, super freaking cheap. It's technically modern, but like it's dropped down in price awesome because it's so common, and it saves us points because it gives us Eldritch Battery on the item. We don't have to go spend whatever 3 points to get Eldritch Battery. I think it's almost 4 on the tree. Awesome, right? And it actually gives you 20% reduced mana reservation for any gem socketed into the helmet, and we have 5 auras. So with a level 3 Enlighten, we have Zeltry, we have Precision, I think level 1 to 4, whatever it is, but it's just there for the crit, so you don't have to level up that much. So Zeltry, Precision, Herald of Ash for more fire spell damage, Aspect of the Spider for 15% more damage, and then Summon Skitterbots. for another, you know, 15% more shock damage. Well, not shock damage, they're shocked, so they take 50% more damage. And what is it? Chill. So they're getting slowed down by Aspect Spider and Summon Skitter about to do. Like, they go to a crawl. It's really good. We have 5 auras. That's awesome, dude. Like, it's so freaking cool to have 5 auras in a build. I have basically every single aura I want to use. And the curse from the Curse on Hit ring. You know? So this build's done it all. I freaking love it. It ends up being really good. Another cool thing on top of that is, you guys didn't see it, but I did kill Awakener level 8 in the video. It's Awakener level 7. But there's a jewel called Thread of Hope. And it's kind of like Intuitive Leap. But the way it works is it has 2 rings. You put it on your jewel socket, and it makes 2 rings, right? And anything in the middle you can't allocate. But anything between the 2 rings, since we have a very large radius, you put it on the left side where the Templar, directly left of it, where Divine Judgment is, that wheel. And because you have a very large radius, the 2 nodes that actually fall into this small little gap where you can allocate it without actually, you know, spending passes to go up it, is actually the notable that gives you 2 brands at the same time that can be attached to an enemy. Room Binder is what it's called. And you also get a life node, I forget what it's called, an 8% life node on the bottom. That's awesome. You spend like 4 to 5 points trying to get Room Binder. And I also took Divine Judgment because it was on the way there. So I took that out. You end up saving like freaking 13 points or something like that. 10 to 13 points, which I could just use for literally jewel sockets, more life, or some other stuff. Right? And that was awesome. Like, that's freaking awesome. That jewel by itself, it's like 10 chaos, 10, 15 chaos from Awakener. Super freaking cheap. Right? You allocate it into your tree, and you can now get Room Binder and a life node for 2 points, and you don't have to spend any of the points in between. That's so much, like, it made the build almost like, wow. Now I can say it's like perfect. I didn't even think about it. I forgot that it even existed. I didn't even know it can go very large rage. But yeah, man. The build has been an absolute blast. Next week, as I said, is going to be the actual build guide. I'm going to change it up. I'm not going to make that long video, kind of like the Ezreal style. I'm going to do it my own way. I'm going to do my own unique way. And then I'm gonna basically do most of it vocally because it's all in here. I don't need to write shit down. It's all in here. I'm going to speed run that shit. We'll give you as much information as quick as possible so you guys are not sitting there for an hour long. I'm going to try to hit 30 to 40 minutes without sacrificing any information. So it's going to come at you fast. But there's still going to be timestamps. There's still going to be, you know, a little pictures where it's needed. Nothing overkill as like before. Because the last video honestly took a lot out of me. I do work full time. And I don't have enough time to honestly sit there for hours and hours and hours to edit it. And that's why I didn't feel like the quality was to what I would prefer. You know, so I'd rather make it differently to my own way and how I can make it in less amount of time. Where it's more, how would I say, what's the best word for this? Sustainable. It's more reliable. Like if you go into a diet, you know, I say, okay, go into a diet. Can you sustain that diet for 2 years, like even months, 2 months, 3 months, a year? You know, if you can't sustain it, don't do it. And that's how that video was for me. I cannot sustain a video like that constantly every single other week because it kills me. I do have other, you know, requirements and duties and responsibilities that I have to, you know, fulfill. So I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna change it up. Let's see what you guys let me know when we get there next week. But I'm hoping you guys will like it, and it's gonna be a lot better for me. But yeah, other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. All the POVs in the video, all the POVs in the description below. It's gonna be updated. Just also, I made the little managed tree so you can see like the beginning, the middle, and the end, just for your sake before the video guide. If you guys want to build it now, and then after next week with the build guide, the following week is gonna be Stormbrand. It's very simple. It's gonna be the same character, changed up a little bit to use Stormbrand, and I've already been playing it. It's absolutely freaking amazing as well. Clear speed's better. The damage is not as good, but it's plenty. Like, it's actually plenty. So I feel like you guys might like that one as well if you don't like the style of Armageddon brand. And after that, we make a new build and we'll see what happens. But yeah, thank you so much, boys. Before I forget, a little plug. I'm sorry, I have to do it. I do stream on twitch.tv/Kogadas every Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays. You guys want to hang out, come join. I want to talk to as much as people as possible. Give me ideas, give me everything. So I'd love to see you guys there. Thank you so much for supporting me again, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace out.